Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Reckles with Want to Buy Gold, and welcome to day 16 of 20 days of gold making. Today's question is flipping. Do you flip stuff regularly or only sometimes? Are they big ticket items or smaller, high volume stuff? Lot to cover here, so I'm gonna go quick. First off, just answering the question. Yes, I honestly, it was kind of a confusing question for me because I was like, that's what are you talking about? That's how you make gold. Like you flip stuff. You buy low, sell high. And actually, Dina talks about buy low, sell high a lot. My interpretation of this is a little bit more conservative because if you buy low and you try to sell high, you're never going to sell the items. People don't like buying things when they're overpriced. So my flipping strategy is buy really low, sell moderately cheap. It doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but that's how you keep your volume up. If you only buy things that you can get a really good deal on, and then you sell them at a price that people feel like they're getting a deal, they're going to want to come back and buy from you over and over again, and you're going to sell stuff more often. And you can set all that up with Trade Skill Master. So that's the general mindset. For sniping, because this is kind of in the realm of sniping, there's a great post by Sterling. I'll do a video on it eventually, one of these days, of how I actually set up my sniper scans, but go check out Sterling's post on Stormspire. Link is in the description. It'll tell you how to set up Trade Skill Master to automatically do your sniper scans and take care of you. Now, I really like big ticket items. One of the best ways you can make gold in WoW is to sell TCG mounts, TCG pets, but that does require that you've got probably about 300,000 gold in just capital to invest. Then you start buying a few pets here and there and flipping them whenever you get a really good deal. And then you start to be able to buy TCG mounts. And once you're selling a couple TCG mounts a week and making 50,000 gold, 100,000 gold profit off each TCG mount, you're set. Like, that's kind of the end game gold making where you're a-okay. Smaller high volume stuff is another great way of making gold. If you have mining, go ahead and just go to the auction house and see how much ghost iron ore is selling for and how much the bars are selling for, and you can just go buy the ore, smelt it, put it up on the auction house, and it has a pretty decent posting fee, but suddenly you're making 50% gold off the ore that you flip, and you can do this for pretty much every ore in the game. People forget about smelting, and you can just flip the daily materials too. The traders that came to your garrison kind of reinvigorated this idea because suddenly one day out of the week ore was selling for twice what it normally sold for, so you could just buy the ore, herbs, or whatever, sumptuous fur, on the day where the trader was in the garrison. The market for sumptuous fur would just skyrocket and it would be selling for double or triple what it normally would, so you could just buy up a whole bunch of cheap materials throughout the week, and then on the day that the trader came, you could sell them for a ton. And so I really like that reinvigorated this whole idea of flipping for the whole community. But you're not going to make gold in flipping if you don't keep an eye on your market, if you don't know exactly what the range is on your auction house. For a casual gold maker, I'd really recommend against flipping like commodities. Like, you need to know your auction house in and out. You need to know who the big sellers are, who's doing the same thing that you are, and who's willing to undercut you. And big ticket items, that's a lot more up to your own how good of a deal you got, your own personal strategy. Are you spamming that you have these items in trade chat? Because that'll really increase the amount of gold you make. So that's kind of my thoughts on flipping. Nice little overview. I think that's enough. If you want to see what other people have to talk about with this topic, here is the playlist of everyone else who's doing 20 Days of Gold making, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.